Well, you're welcome. To the barber shop. You're welcome. To the barber shop. Episode number 228 of Barber Shop Podcast. This is where you are. This is what it is. From Boxo Studio in the shadow of the Hamilton Mountain. This is your number one source for live original music, live original musicians, something real, something different, something real different every Wednesday. We've been doing it for that many weeks. Myself, Kevin Barber, your host, and of course, Ryan Cannon and Gary Greenland, who bring it to you live on Twitch TV every Wednesday evening, somewhere around the 8:30, 9 o'clock hour. And of course, you can find us on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, any number of online digital sources. Just look for us, Barber Shop Podcast. 3 words, number one in great music out of the city of Hamilton. We love our city, don't we, Ryan Cannon? How you doing, brother?
Excellent.
Excellent. Don't you? Your gooseneck is looking good, but you're not actually using it, eh?
No, this one. That's for yelling at you guys.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah. Ryan has, let me get this straight, Ryan has 2 mics. Gary has none. Okay, well, as long as we can keep that.
If he reaches, he can use this one.
See, technically there is a mic there.
Yeah.
So all of you people have been saying that Gary has not been treated fairly. You're wrong. It's there. He chooses not to sit on that side of the board because there's no room. But lots of room for you at Barbershop Podcast. We love doing this every week. There's so much to talk about in this city. The spring has sprung. It is early May, a beautiful sunny spring day. The patios are open and the people are smiling. The beer is flowing and there is live original music on every corner. So it would seem. So make sure you go get yourself some. It's the number one source of feel-good entertainment, live original music. We feature it here on Barbershop Podcast. No exception tonight. Got a great act in here, and proud to have them. They've done Hamilton proud. Recently signed to Busted Flat Records, going down and representing us in the South with their own brand of Canadiana, Americana, original and fantastic. We have them in the studio tonight, and of course I'm talking about Jitterbug James himself, and bringing in on the bass stick Piedmont Johnson, and of course the lovely Norah Spades, the percussion and the love in the Vaudevillian. Now, tell me about the image that you've created and the music and how it ties together.
Well, that's a tough question.
Yeah, because the music came first. It wasn't good. What I'm trying to get at is you didn't sit down with a pencil and go, yeah, this is my plan, see? This is what I'm going to do, in that voice especially. But it kind of evolved, that the music that you loved came out, and then it became, how do we frame this, literally?
So my grandma bought me a record player when I was about 12, and she bought me a Lead Belly and a Woody Guthrie record, and I started listening to that stuff, and then it was kind of like the gateway to old-time music and country blues and ragtime, so I started researching myself and buying records and listening to old-timey music and collecting 78s and all that, and then, yeah, just wanted to actually perform this type of music.
Yeah. How were you for a student? Were you incorrigible and couldn't really take a lesson very well? Were you self-taught on musically, or did you go take any kind of lessons? And I think that if you're listening to Lead Belly and you're going back to, none of those guys took lessons. This was all very personal, and yet it was a holler, a call and response type of music where you inherited the music, the spirit of the music, and even sometimes the structure of the music, and then you made it your own and passed it along to someone else. So it's fantastic. And you're saying that you did okay for yourself as a busker, as a young man. You could put some money in your pocket. People started noticing, hey, that kid's pretty good, because people don't mind kicking off dollars to a quality a busker, right? They're not too impressed with people.
Or koala bears, if that's what you're going to say.
Koala bears, exactly.
They're nice too.
That's kind of my look.
Exactly. So what about you two, Norah? Were you always a fan of, as they say, the old-timey music, or is this something that kind of came to you?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up in a trailer park.
Yeah.
with my grandma, and there's one washing machine, and it always broke down, so we had washboards. So I've always been around it, listening to the music. But funny enough, I used to be in a rock band playing a drum kit. Really? So it's a little bit of a switch.
Well, I imagine that as much as it's a little bit of a switch, when people talk about the music, popular music, and stripping it back, and how it gets, eventually it all goes back to the blues and the jazz and the devil's music, and we'll talk about that this evening. Was that something front and center, or was it that's like Led Zeppelin led you to Muddy Waters like a lot of us did? Because we, like I say, Kiss led me to Eric Clapton through Cream, and then that led me to John Mayo, which led me to other blues people.
He was the devil.
It was the devil himself.
Yeah, he led me down to the river and said, "Take a listen."
Said, I got plans. I got no time to wait around with you. So,
and I agreed.
It's a good plan. So Piedmont, are you a born and raised have to play bass man, or was it stuck in your hand and said you fit the bill, you're going to be the bass player? How did you come to love the instrument?
Well, I ain't good enough for guitar.
That's true.
Actually, I started playing cello when I was 10 or 11, something like that. And then I was real short back then. Yeah. And I kept growing, and the instrument didn't get any bigger. So I said, okay, I'm going to try one of those over there. And once I found it, it's what I wanted to do. Now,
were you playing classically and bowing more than picking or strumming, or was it, again, you were left to your own devices? And
in my teens, I spent time in the high school, middle school orchestra, stuff like that.
So you're playing electric bass for the most part back then. Yeah, you weren't pulling this out on gigs.
Well, I don't know. And then I eventually I wanted to study a little bit, just a few years in university. So I did my time and studied some jazz and stuff like that, but it's not really where I come from as a musician or as a fan. Yeah. So this is more me getting back to what I like to do.
Lovely.
You also grew up a few miles away from where Doc Watson grew up?
I was born
Elizabeth Cotton.
Yeah.
Elizabeth
I was
Cotton,
born in Watauga County, North Carolina, out by Boone. So where I was born and where Doc Watson was born, you could throw a stick at it.
Yeah.
And then I was raised in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, which is where Elizabeth Cotton is from. And actually the old train station that she allegedly wrote Freight Train at is still there. Now it's a bar, but it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Tracks are there.
Tracks are there.
Oh, yeah.
And this is fascinating because when you talk about the journey in the blues, there really are roadways and paths and institutions and places that still exist where this the greatest of all music was fostered and was born. All right, we're going to start off with a live tune, which is what we love to do here at Barbershop Podcast. Again, it is a testament to the quality of music, not just in this great city, but everywhere, that there's so much great music, and you can avail yourself to it pretty much every night of the week. Just go look for it. It doesn't take that much time or that much effort with the interweb these days. What's the first one you're going to play for us?
So our first number is a song called You Put It In and I'll Take It Out. What? M-O-N-E-Y.
Uh-oh.
It's a song that was first written and recorded by a man named Papa Charlie Jackson in the 30s down in Chicago, Illinois. And this is our take on it, and it's going to be on our next record as well.
All right. Well, we're going to hear it right here, right now on barbershoppodcast.com.
You all talk about stingy women. You know nothing about no stingy women.
Neither do you.
Now you understand, I got myself a gal so stingy, she's afraid to breathe hard.
Why?
Afraid she'll catch the asthma.
Oh.
I had me a job down in Gary.
Making what, man?
I was gonna make $50 on the job. I asked her for a dime.
Oh, what'd she say?
She wouldn't give me no dime.
That's right.
What a stingy little thing.
Hey there.
I knew a gal about a week ago. She had nowhere to go. I knew her when she wore a boot and a shoe.
Oh, that's all she got.
Oh, boys, I swear she was blue. Got her a job, she got to be a crank. She took the money and she put it in the bank.
That's right.
Thought she was wise, and I did too.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I'm going to do. Well, you put it in, and I pulled it out.
What?
M-O-N-E-Y. baby, I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna meet you, tell you what it's all about.
Go ahead, then.
Yesterday and the day before, took the money, you kicked me right out of the door. You put it in, woo, I pull it out.
What's that now, boy?
M-O-N-E-Y, can't you spell? M-O-N-E-Y. Well, you put it in, baby, and I'm gonna pull it out.
I'll say it again.
M-O-N-E-Y. You put it in, mama, I'm gonna pull it out. Need you, tell you what it's all about.
All right, then.
Now listen, baby, I'll make a fuss. You took my money, now I'm riding the bus. You put it in, baby, I'll pull it
Oh,
out.
I lost my card.
M-O-N-E-Y, I say M-O-N-E-Y. Let me take one.
All right, then.
Baby, you put it in, baby, I'll pull it
Why
out.
don't you spell it?
M-O-N-E-Y. You put it in, baby, I'll pull it out. I'm gonna meet you at Jackson Square, tell you what it's all about.
That's fine.
Now listen, baby, you show me spending my money like a spending machine. Well, you put it in, baby, I'll pull it out.
How's an e-transfer?
M-O-N-E-Y, I'm crying, mama. M-O-N-E-Y, take it away. Oh, I know the pin code right to a bank account.
Oh, that's not right, then.
Oh, you got the tap too? I'm just gonna take the darn card.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you put it in, baby, I'll pull it out.
Uh-huh.
M-O-N-E-Y. You pull it in, baby, I'm gonna take it out. Meet you at the bank teller, tell you what it's all about.
Go ahead, then.
Now listen here, baby, don't you be so bold. Take it real easy on my small bank bro.
No.
You put it in, and I pull it out.
One more time now.
M-O-N-E-Y, I say M-O-N-E-Y.
You gotta love it. Toy tis a drum. M-O-N-E-Y. It's true. The flow. She comes and she goes. All right. Want to give a great shout out to our great friends, my tax lady. You know, it was tax season. You got to get your taxes done. You got to get them done. You got to get them done right. And it's May. People were going crazy. They're like, oh my goodness, I actually have to do this. And so here in Canada, you know, the end of April is when you get your taxes done. It's not too late. You can get your taxes done. We're just going to shoot you the number here for Heather over at Taxes Done Right. You can call her at 529. That's in the 905 529 6435. There's the email. I believe it's right there. Maybe. And make sure that you get it done. Small businesses, you need bookkeeping done on a regular basis. They do that for us too. Works with a lot of musicians. You are a small business. You've got deductions and write-offs and things that you should be made aware of. And if you're a normie as we call them, person who works a job and gets a paycheck where it's taken out every month, you know, the M-O-N-E-Y, they'll make sure you are taken care of. And they will treat you right. Taxes Done Right. Look them up. Tell them Kev sent you. All right, Barbershop Podcast. You've got a new baby that popped out, and it takes a lot of work. Tell us about this.
So that record there, we actually recorded just down the street at a boxcar. Yeah, right by the train tracks.
Yeah.
About a stone's throw away. And we recorded it on, half-inch tape.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean Pearson and Dan Edmonds recorded that one for us. And it's pretty much all live off the floor, just in a big wooden room.
Oh,
Pretty much, it is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my grandparents on the front cover too.
It's a wonderful picture. Wonderful
Oh,
picture.
you told me it was me.
Did you think that was you?
Looks like me.
Some days.
Now, was it a fun process, easy process,
yeah.
enjoyable?
Oh, yeah. We did it in, what, 2 days?
Yeah, we were drunk the whole time.
Yeah, it takes the stress out of it because you really, when we'll touch on it, you went on, you lived a life, ride the rails and sleep in the barn and do the house concerts and, walk the walk when it comes to doing this kind of music, doing this kind of genre, doing it not as a kind of a cabaret act, but actually as a
Lifestyle.
yeah, as a lifestyle, and you are doing it the right way. So let's talk about that. Usually, the inspiration for a song comes from a turn of event or turn of phrase or something that happens, and something that's kind of divine that happens. And the James Street Turnaround is the first one we're going to sing. Seems to me that there's probably a pretty good story behind that one. Anything you want to tell us about that?
It's a dirty dance.
It's a dirty dance. We're trying to bring it back. Well, no one's really done it yet. So.
We'll show you how to do it later.
Do it.
Camera's off though.
And yeah, at home, feel free to start dirty dancing on your own.
But so yeah, it's just a song about just going downtown Hamilton and having a great night,
Awesome.
Because downtown Hamilton's pretty cool.
It is. It's fun. You should do it. I am. All right. Gonna hear it. James Street Turnaround, Vaudevillian, right here. BarbershopPodcast.com.
Hey there, Norah, have you heard about the brand new dance I got going around town?
A new dance? What's it called?
It's a dance they call it James Street Turnaround.
Oh yeah? How you do it?
I'll show it to you right now. Well, the other day went down the hill, folks were dancing, couldn't sit still. Everybody dancing on the block, shake that thing and couldn't stop. Brand new dance up in this town, James Street Turnaround. I do that turnaround. My mama turn around, in the morning turn around,
All
in the
right.
evening turn around. Say brand new dance in this town, James Street Turnaround. If you don't like whiskey, hit the pot. My baby gonna rock this jive. Show my mom what she don't know. My mom gonna hit the floor. Brand new dance up in the town, James Street Turnaround. Don't do that turn around. Oh, turn around.
Like this?
Turn around. I said turn around. Come on, mama. Brand new dance up in this town. All you can do is that turn around. That's the old James Street Turnaround right there.
Vaudevillian right here on Barbershop Podcast. James Street Turnaround. If you want a good time band, these guys are the real deal. You went down to the States. You went to New Orleans. I guess it was a bit of a mecca journey that one has to make when they're embracing music as you do. Any kind of monumental stories or incidents or something that happened down there that you can share with us anyway?
Some of the, yeah, it was a hell of a good time. We went for 3 months, and it started out with us in the streets, sleeping in our car. And the reason why is because there's only 4 spots on Royal Street in the French Quarter that are the good spots to play, to busk. It's a pedestrian mall, and so there's 4 spots, and there's 1 million musicians. And everyone's very talented. So you have to get there at 3 a.m. to reserve the spot till the next morning. So for the first little while, we were on the street sleeping in our car to get the spot. But oh my goodness, it was such a wonderful, hilarious time, eh?
Yeah, and how was did they embrace you for what you did, or was
yeah, big
anyone
time.
cynical and sarcastic and thought
No.
that you were appropriating? I guess having a token American and it was good for the credibility factor, right? Absolutely. All right, what are you going to play for us next?
The next song is called They Caught Us Doing It.
Doing what?
Taking
They
money
caught
in
us
and
making
out.
love.
Oh, there'll be a
Almost.
story about this one. You're going to hear the song, though, right here, right now, on barbershoppodcast.com.
1, 2, and a 1,
Me and my gal went on one night, sweet darling little miss. Went down to the parlor, we began to hug and kiss. The moon shone high above us, the stars was hanging low. When I went to kiss my gal, her man stepped in the door.
Hey now.
He caught us doing it. He caught us doing it. I caught us doing it. He caught us making love. I had no idea that girl was engaged.
I bought the ring for her.
Me and my gal went on one night, we was walking in Gage Park. Feelings seemed to hit me to kiss her in the dark. Wrapped her arms around me, I pressed her lips to mine. Big policeman shone his light and a chill went in my spine. Well, he caught us doing it. I caught us doing it. He caught us doing it. He caught us making love. Threw the cuffs right on me, slapped them down, threw me right down to Bond Street Jail.
Oh, Martin ain't that bad.
Now they got a good view.
Here we go.
They locked me in the city jail. They locked me in the cell. Said, don't you worry about the trial, man. You know that judge, he gonna treat you well. This morning when I come to trial, the judge was feeling fine. So I'm gonna do right by you. And then he gave me 99. Now I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Now I'm doing time. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Now I'm doing time.
The Vaudevillian, it is good fun. It is real. And you got to have a great rapport with your audience. I would think that that's probably something, straight up that you embrace, right? To have that. Any musician loves that, but especially with what you do.
Sometimes we take their purses.
They get distracted easily, right?
Well, we go into the crowd and we just take them.
Well, that's what I learned in New Orleans.
Kind of like Ellen.
It's so guileless, the music, and getting that crossover that the very young, the very old, would love that sound, and then everyone in between who's inundated with the same old, good on you, right? Taking something that is so identifiable as, a snapshot, a time capsule kind of music, and yet making it relevant, it's like, good on you.
That's what they pay the big bucks for.
The big bucks for that.
The NONY.
You got some plans in the short term, long term, some festivals, some touring, anyone, because this is going to be on the interweb forever. So even if it's down the road, anything people should know about you or
Guy,
look
why
out
don't you
for
say
what
where
you're
we're
doing.
going?
Well, in a couple weeks' time, we'll be headed out to New Brunswick.
Oh, I love New
Do a
Brunswick.
little hop, skip, and a jump tour.
Where's
there
your
and
first?
back.
When you got a city yet in New Brunswick? You go to Edmundston.
All of them. Every single one.
Every single one.
Excellent. Go to Edmundston.
We're
Go
playing
to
at,
Shea
Yeah.
Ben at Baker Lake for sure.
Then we'll
Got
be
it.
at the Roots Folk Fest.
Music
Happy
Fest
Time.
by Eddie Young, our
That's it.
favorite fellow out east. Oh,
Sweet.
yeah.
And we'll be dropping by St. Andrews with the Red Herring.
Oh, we'll be
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
Everywhere out there.
Good. So you've basically embraced the finer parts of Canada, coming up the fine people of the East Coast, the fine food, the hospitality.
Cheap beer.
Cheap beer. Fish. It's good, and big bottles too. They don't mess around with the little bottles. They say,
now they're grown-ups.
It's a pint, just like we were talking about the imperial system. It's all metric here now. Some of us still convert into the Fahrenheit and into the pounds and into the miles. It's fun for us to confuse our children further. It's like, why are you telling me this, Father?
Remember last time we were out there, what was that, a couple months ago, and they gave us a bunch of free fish from the fish market.
We had a mess of
we
free
love
fish.
it there.
In Moncton, yeah.
Moncton.
And mussels and... Or was it clams? I don't remember.
We got mussels, we got salmon, we got some trout.
We love it there. We're going to move there, actually, eventually.
It is a wonderful thing. Anyone who has not visited the East Coast of Canada, you got to do it. When I worked for companies where they would send people on, different markets to work, everyone fought over going east because it was so... If you had to recruit households, like go and knock on the door, get them to sign up for something or get them to, everyone welcomed you. It was the easiest money in the world because... the people were just not dicks like the
kitchen parties. Yeah. Every couple doors.
Yeah. They love that.
Those, all right.
Kitchen parties are so great because that's where the food and the beer is. All right. So what are we gonna play next?
Well, I think weren't we going to do a quick cheers because we were talking about kitchen parties?
Yeah, let's talk about.
Where's your
parties.
beer? You've got one, don't you?
I've got one, dude.
Where's
the kitchen? Why don't you put it up?
We got that. It's pointed in just general direction.
Salute. What are we cheersing to?
We're cheersing kitchen parties.
Got it.
And the joy of the season. We're seeing sunshine, juicy worms on the sidewalk, and patios.
That's how I feed myself.
Fishing's coming. Yeah.
It's good.
Juicy
worms.
Salute.
Juicy worms.
To the juice.
Nice driveway.
All right, we're gonna play another. Are all the songs like a minute and a half, 2 minutes long? You like them some a bit longer? Sweet honey thighs, like right there, like where we could be talking about chicken.
This one's about
really, like I'm getting hungry.
Oh, you gotta tell the joke.
Okay, this song, ladies and gentlemen, this song, Sweet Honey Thighs, is either about fried chicken or cunnilingus, depending on your preference. But folks, it's all finger licking good.
Oh, badoom ching! On that note,
play the damn song.
We're going to play the damn song right here on barbershoppodcast.com.
And 1, 2, 3. Say, I know a girl. She's sweet as pie. She got legs that hypnotize.
Yeah, who's this?
She got dark hair, she got blue eyes. She got legs that hypnotize, oh, honey thighs. They mesmerize, they hypnotize. Talk about them sweet honey thighs. I don't want no coffee, no sugar. Don't want no whiskey to rye. There's only one thing, one in the world. I want the sweet honey thighs. My baby ain't got no money. She got more than enough honey to keep around her around.
Oh, that's right now.
My baby 5'3", she wrap her legs around me. Well, they hypnotize, they mesmerize. Talk about them sweet honey thighs. I don't want no coffee, no sugar. Don't want no whiskey or rye. 'Cause there's only one thing, one in the world. I want the sweet honey thighs. Oh, da do da do da do da da do da do da do da 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 dee da dee da dee la da da dee da dee la dee da da do da do da do da da do da do da do da ra dee da dee da dee la da. Say they mesmerize and they hypnotize. Talk about them sweet honey thighs. Don't want no coffee, no sugar. Don't want no whiskey or rye. There's only one thing I want in the whole world. I want them sweet honey thighs. Well, when I wake up in the morning, I get crazy in my mind. There's a dream about them sweet honey thighs.
can wrap her legs around me. Well, they hypnotize, they mesmerize. Talk about them sweet honey thighs. I don't want no coffee, no sugar. I don't want no whiskey or rye. It's only one thing, one in the world, mother, sweet honey thighs. Yes, there's only one thing I want in the whole round world. I want them sweet honey thighs, legs stripped in honey. Want them sweet honey thighs.
It's real. That's your world today. The Vaudevillian is in it. You should get some. That is good quality music, I have to say. It passes the French purity test. Not a lot of filler in this. Good stuff. And, might as well talk about that if strictly in a scientific manner. What would you, I'm going to ask all three of you, what are the components of a killer song? Let's start with you. What sticks out in your mind is like, got to have it. Got to be in it.
Well, as a bass player,
yeah,
I'm going to go with that part, the groove, the feel, the overall sort of, talk about French purity, the ambiance,
there we go,
as it were.
Yeah. How about you? What's a component got to have in every song?
Some attitude.
Yeah.
That's why she's here.
Yeah, some whiskey.
What about you, Norah? What do you think?
It's got to do something to you, affect you, make you laugh, make you feel something surreal, piss you off, make you sad, or something. It's got to make you feel something, good or bad.
How do you do you have is it, as far as writing and creating together, is it a kind of a cohesive thing? Does it get rough and tumble sometimes? Is it everyone's on the same page as far as if something's good or not, or if it needs work? Any butthurtedness?
No. Well, it's neat. So Jitterbug James has always been the writer from the get-go, and he's incredible. Really, really humorous stories. And Piedmont and we've started adding to the mix as well some tunes, and it's great. It works really lovely. We're always drinking, so we're drinking and writing, and it's great. It works really well together.
And we drink on the show all the time, and we don't think that that's anything, The only bad thing about drinking is when you hide your drinking. Your drinking should be out in the open, and you should use that inspiration of the traditional having one or two or three and reveling in the moment and capturing it.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't all have to be crashing over the side. There can be some good times and
laughter.
Certainly, when we were talking about the Prohibition era and whatnot, when times get a little scary as they are in the world right now, people want to have fun. They want to dance. They want to drink. They don't want to talk about that big shit. They want to escape. On that note, we're going to escape with a live tune. What are you going to do for us next?
Speaking on that note of prohibition, this next song is called Bathtub Gin and Collard Greens. It's about making your own liquor because you're poor and eating collard greens because you're poor.
I love it.
It's a true story.
This song was actually written by Piedmont Johnson, and then I made it sound good.
Here you go. It's a real song. It's a live song. It's right here, right now. BarbershopPodcast.com.
No, this is all lip sync.
Play the song.
All right, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3.
I woke up this morning, not a penny to my name. Went to work and I made the money, keep my foul box just sane.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't had no steak to eat, no beer to drink. All I got is bathtub gin and greasy collard greens. Went to see my baby, just to ask her for a dime.
What'd she say?
Shook her head so hastily, said she wouldn't give me the time.
That's right now.
You ain't got no Sunday clothes, you ain't got no ring. All you got is bathtub gin and greasy collard greens. Oh, mama. My mother told me not to be a gambling man.
What's that?
You won't have no cards to show no matter how good your hand.
What a shit.
always be a rambler, you always be a cheat. All you have is bathtub gin and greasy collard greens, oh mama. They lay me in my grave. Hammer down that cooking pot in a jug made of clay. Bury me in muddy shoes, be sure my face is clean. Bury me in bathtub gin and greasy collard greens. I say, bury me in bathtub gin and greasy collard greens. Bury me in bathtub gin and greasy collard greens.
That the real deal, the real story. Oh, the Vaudevillian is in the house, in the studio, Boxo studio. We do a good job here. We do recordings. We do videos. If it's got anything to do with music, we do it. Want to work with you? You got a project in mind, give us a call here. Boxo studio. We are in the Facebook. We are in the Twitter. We're here, there, we're everywhere. We're Boxo studio, bringing you the very best in live original music every week on Barbershop Podcast. All right, episode number 228. Who would have thought all of those weeks ago that we would arrive here?
238, did you say?
That's
a big one.
228. 228.
Big,
it is
not
big.
big.
Oh, it's not
But
big.
I think it's lots of even numbers and things that go in. I think that numerology-wise, 228 striking me as a
that an
powerful
11?
number.
That's like 100.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the same, I
That's a
think.
stacked deck right there. Do you believe in that? In fortune and good luck and symbols of...
We're going to have one. We're going to have a fortune teller and a tarot reader, Piedmont's wife, actually, at our Steak and Dough soon. So we believe in it
She's a gypsy.
and exploit it,
I've
both.
seen it, yeah. My sister reads tarot cards, and she's not a flaky type at all.
I eat tarot chips.
Tarot chips,
I do love
it.
tarot chips.
I do like it. Where can people get a hold of this document, this musical document? Where can they avail themselves of it and get themselves? I don't do a very good job. There we go.
So you can you can go on bandcamp.com. You can also get it on iTunes and CD Baby,
It's everywhere.
Google Play.
Google
It's in
Play.
the States. It's in Europe. It's everywhere.
If you live in Hamilton, you can go to Cheapies. You can go to
Dr.
Dr. Disc. You can go to Crash Landing.
Yeah.
And
Or you can find our email, give us shoot us a line. We'll fetch it to you.
Whoops. Yeah, you need to get yourself some physical copy. It's
and all
nice
of our
to have a
CDs,
piece of
folks,
music.
are organic, fair
Oh,
trade,
yeah.
and gluten free.
God.
Excellent.
High in fiber, low
High
in
in
sodium.
fiber. It's true because your WAV file doesn't get stuck in your teeth like an MP3. They
Exactly.
It's made by
right
children,
in
though,
there.
so
And
there's a bit of a...
Proud Canadian.
Proud
children.
Canadian children, yeah.
They're
And they
5.
In Manitoba.
We have a new record coming out, though, eh?
Do you have a new
Yeah,
record
we
coming
do,
out?
and
Let's
vinyl,
talk about
double
it.
vinyl.
Talk about it. Tell us.
23 tracks,
Wow.
double vinyl, a hokum record, so it's dirty beyond belief.
Crazy.
And it's coming out June 14th at This Ain't Hollywood.
Nice.
And it is going to be quite the hootenanny.
Right in the heart of summer. That's a great... June is a good time in the city.
July. I think I meant July.
July's even
July
better.
14th is what I meant.
July 14th.
I thought that's what you said. That's what I heard.
That's a little bit deeper. I
Yeah.
love it. Love it. All right, we're going to play another track off of this CD. Get it before the next one's out. You're going to be like, what happened to that one? Boom, boom, boom. You got to collect them all like Hot Wheels or hockey cards.
Baseball
But
cards.
way
Model
better,
cars.
right?
Oh, and folks, all the songs we played today, live that is, are on that brand new record that's coming out.
So that's why you
So
can't
if the
find
mix
it.
is good-
Does
Yeah.
it have a name?
It might have a name. Have we named it yet?
It's
We
called
did.
the Gambling Barroom Blues, folks.
Sure is.
I love it.
No G on the
Lots of
gambling.
poker.
I love it.
Apostrophe.
I love it. I love it. You know what? Grind so fine. Grind so
Uh-oh.
fine. The titling is titillating. Titillating
making
titling. It is because you have to use the fine grind. If it's too coarse, then
It's
the
not
water
about
runs right through
coffee.
it. Oh, it's not about coffee. I guess we're going to be left to our own
With a wink and a nudge.
Thank you for
devices.
the cream in our coffee tonight.
Yes, I did, because
Yeah.
I was going to need some tomorrow anyway, so I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I went out.
Actually, that song's about putting the cream in the coffee.
Okay, that is enough. Enough triple, quadruple entendres, euphemisms for the constant sex that is all over this record. Grind so fine, the Vaudevillian Barbershop Podcast.com.
Now listen on here, baby. I got the finest grinder in town.
Oh, yeah, is that right?
Let me show you right now.
All right, go ahead.
2 and a 1, 2, 3. Way down in Mississippi, there's a little town over the hill. The women send them in right to the grist mill because I grind so fine.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I grind so fine. Everybody about to love it because I grind so fine. Oh, I grind so fine. Listen here, baby, I'm gonna tell you the fact.
What's that?
Don't like my grinding, want my money back because I grind so fine. Oh, I grind so fine. Everybody bound to love it because I grind so fine. Yeah.
Now there's a boy that can grind fine.
Yeah, come over, baby. I'll show you.
Oh, baby, I got a bigger grinder than he does.
Oh, yeah?
I'ma show you.
I thought you said you grind so fine.
You keep coming back to my house every night, you know some good grinding. I wanna try cool girl, I wanna try few. Don't want them fairs hanging my grinder and two because I grind so fine. Oh, I grind so fine. Everybody bound to love it because I grind so fine. Let that piano roll. Gonna have to hire me helper just to help me out.
Yeah, do it
Been
for
doing
free.
so much grinding, gonna wear my grinder help because I grind so fine.
All right.
Yes, I grind so fine. Everybody love it because I grind so fine. Oh, I grind so fine. Come over here, baby. I told you so.
That is the well-oiled machine. That is the Vaudevillian on Barbershop Podcast. We're going to give you the very best in live original music every week. It is good stuff. Good stuff. You guys getting together, the love connection, the musical human connection, which is now going to be unified legally of sorts. You're going to jump over a stick and say a couple... No, you're going to do it upright. And you got a stag and doe. I want to give a shout out. And this sounds so cool. You're having it at the Steam Museum of Steam and Technology on Woodward in Hamilton. It's world famous for the
Steam trains.
Yeah, the trains that you can actually sit and ride on. They've got great big steam engines from 150 years ago that still operate to such a level of perfection silently. Steam is a wonderful thing. The power of steam. And steampunk being a popular subgenre, I'm sure, just like the jump blues and the swing era kind of came in. Also, the steampunk is people who want something that has some, tactile coolness to it, just like the fruit flies are here. All right, but we're going to do that. They can get a hold of if they want to get tickets. So you're going to put an event page up. People can find
Yeah,
that.
you bet. Facebook's good. Are you going to come? You're invited.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to come.
It's a freak show. You're going to be one of the freaks,
I am
right?
a freak.
Good.
I am
Perfect.
absolutely a freak. You have seen nothing yet.
The human barber.
Yeah. You'll see it. You might want to forget it, but you will see it. All right, Jitterbug, James, Piedmont Johnson, of course, the Norah Spades. They are the Vaudevillian. They are our guest tonight on Barbershop Podcast, and you're going to play one more live one for us before we check out. What are you going to do for us?
Here's a number that didn't make the first record, so we recorded it again. It's going to be on the next record. It's called Hey There, Baby.
All right.
Let me play with yo yo yo.
It's a long track. You gotta wait.
And I will let you play with mine.
It's a song about sharing.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
We're not sharing nothing.
You're going to love it too. Right here, barbershoppodcast.com.
Baby, I'll let you play with mine.
Oh, is that right then?
Mama, I'm getting tired all on to myself, playing with this thing every single night. You know you may strut east and you may strut west. The yo-yo I've been hanging, mama, it's the best. So let me play with yo. I'll let you play with mine, I say. I'll let you play with mine. Let me play with yo, mama. I'll let you play with mine.
I don't know about that.
Baby, I got the finest yo-yo string. Baby, I'm the kind of man who likes to take his time. Well, I'm going down to old Super Crawl. If I make $1 million, my baby gonna spend it all.
Oh, yeah.
So let me play with yo. I'll let you play with mine. I'm begging, baby. I'll let you play with mine. Now listen, baby, I got the finest yo-yo string in this whole darn city.
It ain't that long, though.
Now, it ain't the longest yo-yo, mama, but there's a few things I can do with it.
Oh, yeah?
Right, little mama, I can pull your string. I can do it so good, mama, I can make you sing. Baby, I can spin it all around the world. Mama, I can walk your dog, I say. Mama, I can walk your dog. I don't need no leash to walk your dog neither, baby.
Oh, I hope so.
Yo, mama, I'll let you play with mine.
Or mine.
I'm so lonesome playing with myself every single night.
Oh, tell me about the keyhole.
I got myself a gal in Mexico. She let me play with her sweet keyhole.
Oh.
Let me play with your yo-yo, baby. Let's keep it going. I'll let you play with mine, I say.
Oh, no.
Let you play with mine. Let me play with your keyhole, baby. I'll let you play with mine.
Why is that?
I found your keyhole, baby. Now my key is starting to bend.
Oh.
I believe right down to my very soul.
What's that?
I put my key in the wrong keyhole.
Oh.
I found your keyhole, baby. But my key just won't go in, I say.
That's right.
My key won't go in.
You gotta like it, because I sure as hell do. Jesus, Murphy, that was good times. The Vaudevillian, tonight's guest on Barbershop Podcast. So good. Thanks, guys, for coming in, sharing. There's no one named Sharon in the band, but sharing your music, sharing your story.
Sharing's a fun thing to do.
It is. Everybody should share. You got some beer? Share it. Got some joy? Share it. Got this show? Share it. There's your segue. Barbershop Podcast. Give it to a friend. Say, check this out. It's freaking amazing. Every week. All right. For Gary Greenland and Ryan Cannon, I'm your host, Kevin Barber. We'll see you next week on Barbershop Podcast.